On May 19, an attacker compromised an admin key on Echo Protocol's deployment on the Monad blockchain and minted 1,000 eBTC. These unauthorized tokens were valued at approximately $76.6 million at the time of the exploit. The breach occurred when the attacker gained access to a critical administrative key used to manage the eBTC minting process, a synthetic asset designed to represent Bitcoin on the Monad chain. eBTC is backed by Bitcoin deposits and is meant to function as a cross-chain representation of BTC, allowing users to interact with Bitcoin in DeFi environments. The unauthorized minting bypassed the intended security mechanisms, allowing the attacker to create eBTC without the necessary collateral, effectively printing value out of thin air. After minting, the attacker moved the funds through Curvance, a lending protocol, depositing 45 eBTC and borrowing 11.29 WBTC in the process. This demonstrated a clear intent to move the assets off the Monad chain and into Ethereum-based DeFi infrastructure, where they could be more easily liquidated or traded. The attacker then bridged these assets toward Ethereum, further distancing the stolen funds from their origin. PeckShield, a leading security firm, tracked the flow. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. And confirmed the laundering path, identifying that part of the proceeds was sent through Tornado Cash, a privacy-focused mixer known for obscuring transaction trails. This step suggests an attempt to anonymize the stolen assets and complicate recovery efforts. In response to the exploit, Echo Protocol paused cross-chain transactions to prevent further unauthorized activity and declared that it had regained control of the compromised admin keys. The team also stated they burned a portion of the minted eBTC supply, likely to reduce the circulating supply of the stolen tokens and mitigate potential market instability. However, the attacker still controls approximately 955 eBTC, worth around $73 million at current prices, leaving a significant portion of the stolen assets unaccounted for. This remaining supply poses a risk to the eBTC market, as any large-scale movement could trigger volatility or pressure liquidity pools. The exploit highlights a critical vulnerability in admin key management within bridge and synthetic asset deployments. Admin-controlled contracts are often used to manage minting and bridging functions, but if these keys are not properly secured or distributed, they become a single point of failure. This incident underscores the ongoing challenge of balancing usability with security in blockchain protocols, especially in systems involving cross-chain bridges and synthetic assets. The breach also raises questions about the effectiveness of on-chain monitoring tools in detecting and preventing such exploits before they occur. Despite the presence of monitoring services like PeckShield, the attack was only identified after it had already taken place, suggesting that real-time detection remains a challenge. The movement of funds through established DeFi protocols like Curvance and Tornado Cash indicates a sophisticated approach to laundering the stolen assets, leveraging trusted infrastructure to obscure the source. This raises concerns about the limitations. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. Of current monitoring tools in detecting and preventing such exploits before they occur. The eBTC price could face downward pressure if the attacker decides to liquidate the stolen tokens, potentially causing volatility in both the eBTC and WBTC markets. The broader implications include increased scrutiny of admin key practices and the potential for regulatory or community-led reforms in key management protocols. The next signal to watch is whether the attacker makes any large-scale movements of the remaining eBTC holdings, which could trigger a market reaction or prompt further action from Echo Protocol or the Monad community.